Hello there, amazing and wonderful geeky people of YouTube. So I have a question for you guys. I know that some of you out there are really big advocates of Debian, and I don't know how to put this, but I have a question for you guys. Let me put it that way for any of you that may watch this video, and that is why Debian? Why is Debian, you know, they call it the grandfather of a lot of distribution. It's a lot of distribution is based on it. Ubuntu is kind of taking over that, if you ask me. More and more distributions are based on Ubuntu, but Ubuntu is based on Debian. I always say that Ubuntu is kind of like a brother to Debian, in the fact that most stuff works on both distributions, but not all. You know, some deb files may not work. Ubuntu kind of do its own thing. I just want to update my. I'm actually running sit on this one, or unstable on this not ISO, on this virtual machine here, and it's been working flawlessly, to be honest. But I kind of want to ask you guys, why are you guys so into Debian? What is it that makes it so amazeballs? What are your opinion on it? Is it the package manager? Is it if you're running stable? Is it because it's so damn stable? If you're running testing, is it because that's also is damn stable, but you get newer packages? What is it? Is it the sleekness, the fastness? I've seen English Bob has been using Debian for his streams lately, with this whole peppermint thing going on. You know, the future is a little bit up in the air about peppermint. But what is it? Debian do some controversial stuff sometimes. Should they only focus on system D? Should they, you know, allow other init systems and all that? It's not like Debian haven't had its fair share of controversials, and I don't really know what makes you guys love Debian so much. Like, even when Debian was around and Ubuntu was not around, there was a lot of other distributions out there that I would have wished that Ubuntu was based off, or other distribution that was based on Debian was based off. I just want to look at DistroWatch and then have a look at their page for Ubuntu. Oh, sorry, not Ubuntu, but Debian. Because it's a consistent, like, heavy hitter amount Linux users. It's one of these systems that you rarely hear anyone talking bad about Debian. What they are saying is that it's outdated, the packages, to some extent, or, you know, it's not for them. They don't. It's a little bit like old schoolish, you know. They don't have like a Calamaus installer, Ubiquity like installer. You're still doing like in a lot of aspects the old school install methods, you know. But you never hear anyone really dish on Debian. Some may have problems with their hardware and stuff like that, but it's really hard to find someone hating on Debian. You can trust me. You can find people hating on Arch. You can find people hating on SUSE, OpenSUSE. You can find people hating on Ubuntu, especially Ubuntu. It's really easy to find people hating on Ubuntu. But it's really hard to find a large group of people going into hating Debian. And I wonder why that is. What is it about Debian? Is it like because it's been around that long? But then again, so has Slackware has been around longer, if I'm not mistaken, or they came out around the same time. I don't know what it is, but I'm in the same boat as you guys. I like Debian. I have debated many times running Debian testing in this case as my main driver. I think I actually installed it once just to try it out and had no problem with it. And I just felt this sleekness, this quality feel. It's hard to explain, but it was. I could just feel it running it, you know. I don't know if that makes any sense whatsoever, but you guys, I hope you guys know what I'm saying here. But what is it? What is it about Debian? If you look at their website here, it's not like a massively like alluring place to come if you're a Linux user or new to Linux or anything like that. It kind of reminds me of a site you will visit like in the early 2000s, late 90s, you know. It don't seem to have been involved that much. Maybe that's what people like, that it's just consistent. You know what you get, you know what you have with Debian. or you know what you have and you know what you will get with Debian. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's because they're not trying to do, you know, too many things. They're just being purist Linux, you know, pure Debian kernel as much as possible. They don't fiddle around a lot with the packages. They're just focusing on stability and all. Maybe that's the case. It's an enigma for me, and that's why I'm asking you guys, why is Debian what Debian is? You know, why are we all so fond of Debian? I will not say all, but like 98% or 95% or 90% of the Linux space out there. They may not like it, you know, like love it, but like I said, it's really, really hard to find people dishing Linux. Debian. Like, it's really hard. There are some out there. I've seen some videos where they were, I will not say the dishing on Linux, Debian. It was I keep calling Linux Debian for Linux, but it was more like, oh, I didn't like this aspect of it, or oh, I didn't like that I was running that out-of-date packages, and I don't really want to go testing, because then I might as well just use Ubuntu. That gives me some better tools for better, you know, hardware better compatibilities, and gives me, you know, more things out of the box than Debian do, or they don't really like the install methods and stuff like that. So it's actually saying here that SID is like rolling and testing is semi-rolling. Release model, rolling, semi-rolling. I hope someone watches this. Anyway, you guys get what I'm saying here. Why Debian? I'm still on a distribution quest, to be honest, even though I have installed a distribution onto my hard drive, but I'm not 100% sure it will stay there. The more I watch Esnik mess around with Debian, the more I watch, are there even more updates? Oh, they have been kept back. You can actually do a dist update to do that. Anyway, I may want to make a video about that. But anyway, yeah, like, you know, the more I see Esnik mess around with it, I've seen other YouTubers mess around with Debian, and are big Debian advocates, like Mario Linux to some extent. You can say he's a Debian advocate, even though he's using Devon a lot, which is basically just Debian with another init system, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see if we can find Debian. Talked in 2012. Yeah. They wanted a non-system dependent what you call it, distribution. Or everything else is Debian, like it's like Debian basically. So yeah, help me out, guys. Like, I really want to hear the feedback. Why is Debian hold like this? Like, you know, the wonder kid of Linux, if you can say it like that, like the golden boy of Linux. Like, everyone is just talking fondly to some extent about Debian. And again, talk to someone about Ubuntu and they will fucking rip your head off all day about how bad it is. The same with SUSE, and you can find a lot of people hating SUSE and Zovian and Slackware to some extent. You find quite a bit of people that hate Slackware. I think it's because Slackware is kind of misunderstood. But yeah, please let me know. Let me know, guys. I think that's it. This is a short and sweet and short, or how you would say it. I just want to see if you guys can help my brain out here a little bit. And it's not because I don't see all the good things in Debian and all that. It's just, I kind of want to hear from you guys also, you know, what is it? Like, I've been around Linux since like late 90s, and Debian has just always been, maybe that's it, that Debian has just always been there. When in the beginning a lot of distribution came and went, and they were like just bleaks on the radar, but Debian was just always there. Maybe that's why we remember it and we're talking so fondly about it to this day. Even though they do fucks-ups once in a while, or do a little bit of controversy or stuff like that. So yeah, let me know, and let's have a debate in the comment section about it. If you guys want to make a video in response to this one, why you like Debian, I'll be more than happy for you guys to link that down below and share it on the comment section, so we can get a debate going on that way. Because I honestly, I prefer to just watch your videos than read your text, because I can listen to you talk and watch it while I'm doing other things. So it's a win-win for me, and it's better for me anyway. So yeah, see you all later. Have fun. Bye bye.